We have a final donation. Alright, we have a final donation from TP Spearang saying, name Pooh and Paula Gumi is as it should be. With that donation as well, we are ready for our next run, so take it away, OutrageousJosh.
Hey, hi everyone. I'm Josh. Welcome to Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy. Well, specifically, we're going to be doing Orbless today. In this run, okay, let me explain the premise first. So the idea is that you're supposed to beat the game by collecting 72 power souls, which this is a power soul right here, and we have to do so without collecting the currency of the game, which is called orbs, and those are these right here. And there are 2,000 orbs, so not collecting them is going to be difficult, but I'm going to do my best. Yeah, so that's it.
So what happens when you do collect an orb? What do you have to do to reverse that?
So when I collect an orb, all I have to do is, I'm going to be making a save on this file at the beginning of the run. And when I collect an orb, all I have to do is just load this file back. Because when I collect an orb, the game doesn't auto-save. So I can just, if I collected an orb, you see I have 21 orbs right now. I can just load back my file, which has 20 orbs. So it's like I never even got it. Although, it can lose a bunch of time if I'm not careful. So yeah, but if I do collect the cell, it'll autosave. So as long as I don't collect an orb and a power cell at like the exact same time, then I'll be good, which never happens. So, all right, let's get started.
So right now he's setting up a save file. In the Jak community, they have a very interesting way of doing this. Many people who have seen Super Mario Sunshine know that you can't skip the cutscenes because there's gameplay. There is a 6-minute cutscene at the beginning of Jak and Daxter. However, there's no gameplay, so the community is like, well, you know what? Let's just avoid watching that because it's dumb. And so he's doing a save system right here to get himself to the beginning of the game without having to watch the cutscene once he starts a new file.
I had to turn off my my cheat codes. Sorry, I can't use those.
No cheating allowed.
Well, I mean, you know, as long as you don't tell anybody.
All right, guys, ready for the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go! All right, so this is the very first orb I can collect, and I missed it, thank God. That would have been really embarrassing.
Off to a strong start.
Yes. All right, so this is Geyser Rock. Essentially in this level, this is the tutorial level. Samos, our mentor, sent us here because he thinks we aren't ready. But look at these sick moves. We are so ready.
Something else to note, you may have just seen him pick up that blue stuff. There's different, I'm not sure what the varying colors are, but there's certain stuff you can collect that makes stuff magnetize towards you. So you can see the items around him are starting to vibrate, and as he gets really close, they either break open or they all just latch onto him. So he has to be very careful when he has that active to not go close to any orbs, or else he will collect them, which is the central conceit of what you are not supposed to do in this category. So if any of you had the inclination to type orb in the chat, you are wrong and need to stop. You've been wrong for months and you need to move on.
So I'm actually going to make my save right now. I should have done so in the beginning of the run. So this is basically my safety save. All right, we're good now.
And even though that loses him some time to set up that save, it's absolutely vital to a category like this.
So in a world record run, would you make no saves at all?
Absolutely none. If I don't have to, of course. There's one save that I need to make at the end of Forbidden Jungle, basically to allow me to load warp to where I need to go. Yeah.
We'd love to stay and chat, Big Green, but we're
Is that for quick donation?
Yes.
All right, we got $25 from Man Joey saying, Greetings, Raging Josh and the fairest of gamers. I bring you a challenge. I'll donate during Sicky's run and give a tearful apology to Jim for punching. Follow the lamps and you will find him. Tanner would cry like this man. I await your response. P.S. My guess for fish game at 87.
So what he talks about there, well, first the fish game. In Forbidden Jungle, there's this fishing mini game, and we have to collect 200 pounds of fish. I'll explain more when we get there. But there are like, it's divided in phases. So after the third phase, people in my chat usually guess how many fish I'll have. And 87's a pretty decent guess. So yeah, what I'm doing is stealing scout flies from people's houses. There are 7 in each run, or in each level rather. Also, this is Jim. Or Jim. I have to punch him.
You know, that's so funny because this is a small village. They all know who you are. And you're just stealing their stuff.
They can't do anything about it, dude. I'm too fast. They can't roll jump. They can't catch me, dude. So, speaking of roll jumps, there are different types of movement. This is called an extended uppercut. It allows me to get more height than distance, and that is called a boosted uppercut, which gives me more distance than height. I'm going to be doing both of those quite a bit. In fact, there's a level called Lost Precursor City where I'm going to be doing way too many than you probably want to see.
So here's a question for you, Josh.
Yes.
Anybody who knows this game at all or has been following it in a speedrunning sense knows that you have methods to both skip the fire canyon and skip the lava tube.
Oh, yes.
Which makes the any percent category in this game very brutal and unforgiving. What is preventing you from doing those skips in a category like this?
Well, in our community, we decided that lava tube skips should be banned here because it would make the run exactly like any percent, and we don't need another any percent. So yeah. And also it takes the challenge out of this category as well. Because this category brings a really, really unique challenge to the game, which is why it's so fun.
Yeah, there's going to be some very scary moments sometimes. Some very oh no no, oh no no type moments.
Yeah, we're all going to be clenching our booties a little bit.
Yeah.
So this is the start of fish game, actually. Like I said before, we have to collect 200 pounds of fish, which he's about to explain. These are the 1 pound fishies, and those are the 5 pound fishies. And then there are these eels that are coming up right here. And if we collect 1, it's over. Or if we miss 20 pounds of fish, it's also over. So there are 2 losing conditions and 1 winning condition.
Even one of them boogers, and you'll poison the whole darn catch.
We have time for a donation if you have one.
We actually currently have no donations.
Okay, that's fine.
I can plug some of this over too, though.
Okay.
In that case, I guess I'll remind everybody like what Calithon is then. Calithon 2018 is a spearing event located in beautiful Santa Barbara, California. Calithon is benefiting Direct Relief, which is a humanitarian aid organization active in all 50 states and more than 80 countries, with a mission to improve the health and lives of people affected by poverty or emergencies, without regard to politics, religion, or ability to pay. They're a very awesome organization. We're happy to support them, and we'll support them too. Get those donations in.
So we have some terrible RNG here. That is totally fine.
What's the variance of the RNG here? Like, how much could you save or lose depending on bad or good RNG?
It actually depends on the category. Orbless, I guess the variance is around like 30-ish seconds, which is terrible.
That's still extreme, yeah.
Yeah, it's in the beginning of the game though, so it's not too bad. However, in 100%, the variance it's like 45 or 50.
Wow.
It's pretty nuts. Yeah, so we have 131 out of eels, which is absolutely terrible.
What do you usually get on average here?
We're looking at about like 155 after the eel phase. So hold like 24 down.
Oh, we have one more donation really quick. You're just going in. Ooh. So we got $20 from Petty Friends saying, no donations? Not on my watch!
Also, the fisherman's, you did it! I love this dude. Alright, so now we're about to get to probably one of the most Monka-esque portions of Hub 1. Oh, nice autosave. That's cool. Alright, here goes. I'm gonna keep quiet for this. Oh my god. Yeah, so we need those two scout flies right there.
So now you can kind of see why this category can get stressful. This is still like, you know, we're only a few minutes into this run here, and there's already some scary stuff.
Oh, it gets so much worse too.
On average, how many times? Well, obviously, you know, I know that you're very good at this category. Oh, that's weird. Sorry, the TV just went a little dark. On average, how many times would you say you collect orbs on any given run and have to just do a reset?
Usually the first one I collect is a reset.
Okay.
Record's pretty optimized right now. My goal time is a 102 for this category, and I currently have a 103.04. So I'm really close. Yeah, any given orb will probably cause me to reset.
Okay. Because at this point, you basically just kind of run cardless or saveless.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so yeah, this is the final scout fly. As I was talking about before, there's 7 scout flies in a level, and that was the last one, which gives us a power zone. Alright, now we're at the top of the tower.
I love that the movement of this game requires him to just smack his head off the ground to gain height.
The ground pounds are lovely, dude. Alright, Forbidden Temple has some Monka-esque movement as well. We're gonna be roll jumping and uppercutting over gaps. Oh, it is really dark. Okay. I gotta fix the TV a little bit. I cannot see.
Yeah, you guys can't see it because it didn't affect the actual stream. But yeah, you can kind of see now he has to like adjust his PS2 to get the color back. Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
All right.
Okay, this is fine. This is fine.
Oh, jeez. You scared me.
Saved.
Have some creepy pasta for you. That was a good cycle right there. If the platform's all the way to the left there, I have to wait for it to come back to the right. So because there's orbs on the other platform, so I need to be careful about that.
And this is the plant from Jumanji. They decided to put him in a game. So you have to. Are you gonna take the death abuse here as you kill him? Or is that not a thing?
Yeah, there's a damage abuse at the end of this. Yeah.
Oh, that's right, because you have to like die at a certain spot.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, none of us on the couch actually run this game. It's only Josh. So the rest of us are just kind of guessing.
But it's fascinating, honestly.
Yeah, it's a really cool game.
So right here, I have a potential 1 frame to save 5 seconds. I got it. Okay. So when I'm spinning in the air there, it's gonna cause this really weird death, and well, yeah, it's gonna spawn me at the top here. And now I get to leave Forbidden Jungle.
That's something that's very interesting about this. This is one of the only, like, everybody knows there's like all the different PS mascots. There's like the Ratchet and Clank, the Crash Bandicoot, Spyro. Not many of them were open world, or at least to this degree. I know that Spyro tends to be like relatively open world, but this is entirely open world. You can get to anywhere from pretty much anywhere else. And so there's a lot of really nifty death abuses that happen based on kind of manipulating certain checkpoints and abusing some holes in where Jak will have to respawn.
Yeah, you're going to see that pretty much on every single level. So in Misty Island, we have to perfect our movement here, because if something slightly goes wrong, the Zeppelins near the end of the level are going to just be bad.
Yeah, this is going to be really stressful to watch.
Also, say hi to the Muse. He's gone. Daxter hates the Muse. Yeah, so one tiny mishap here. Yeah, the Zeppelins are going to be absolute trash, so I need to be careful.
Yeah, he's going to be riding on some sort of jet scooter thing.
A zoomer.
A zoomer, okay, that's the word for it. And yeah, the movement around the Zeppelins and especially around the orbs can be very finicky.
Oh, I love it so much.
Oh no, not again.
PS2's doing some funny stuff right now.
All right, so this power cell right here just skipped a whole sequence. It's like an ambush sequence, but yeah, high jumps. This also skips a really large portion as well. So we're just sifting through it all, no problem. By going this way, I avoid a checkpoint that I'm going to load the file right after these Zeppelins. And that's going to allow me to go back right to the beginning of the level. But first, Zeppelins. There are these 6, well, the Zeppelins are these, like, there are lurkers flying in this weird vehicle. And yeah, there's 6 of them. So I just need to be wary of their positions. You see 2 of them on the bottom there.
I just gotta say, I always love these kind of conditional categories because it adds a whole new layer of needing to be, oh my god, confidence in your, or needing to be confident in yourself. There's so few categories in speedrunning where the idea is to not do something. Usually, you know, a lot of different games or series have like 1 or 2, and this is the Jak variant. It's just so interesting to watch because a lot of it does come down to how confidently Josh will move around.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, we can clap that.
Yeah, we could definitely clap.
Thank you. You guys are so great.
Or rather, we
Alright,
should.
that's the
clap
last
for that.
Yeah, we should.
Be careful here. Okay.
How you feeling so far?
I'm feeling good. This is fantastic. There's so many things that could have gone wrong already. This is basically as flawless as I need it to be.
You're making this look too easy, Josh. Everyone at home's going, Ken book. That's been the inside joke of this event. That one scene from SpongeBob where he falls asleep and then everything gets lit on fire.
All right, so I'm going to be using a boosted uppercut here. This is probably the best use of it. This is obviously not the intentional way to get over there. You're supposed to use a bunch of blue eco to use the blue eco platform to get over there, but that is slow, so we're just going to boost it.
So what are the power cell requirements for the various different spots you need to go to?
So at Fire Canyon, which is the end of Hub 1, you're going to need at least 20 power cells to get through that. I'm going to have about 30 by that point. And then by the end of Hub 2, you're going to need 45 question mark. I don't actually remember that one because we skip that so often. But the one that matters is the last one, Lava Tube, which is 72 power cells. All right, so now we're on to Sentinel Beach. This is probably the most chill level in all of Jak 1.
The orbs are spaced out pretty well here, so it's not too stressful for him to get around most of them.
I can use blue eco to my heart's content, pretty much. Unless the cannon opens one of these boxes, which have orbs inside. Yeah, I think it's good. So right here, you see the Pelican takes my power cell, and we're going to get revenge on him for that.
You're going to beat up that bird.
That power cell is mine, brother.
I need them to feed my family.
And I will gladly beat up any number of defenseless creatures to get it back.
All right, say hi to the cannon. He's going to help me out with Pelican here. You'll see.
I think people can assume what's about to happen.
They'll all see. But for now, let's move on to the birds. these birds are completely RNG, and they kind of do what they want. I don't really know how to make them do what I want, but I mean, I'm trying my best here. The idea is we just need to move the birds across each sentinel. And on the final sentinel, this is actually where it could get really bad. Okay, it's not. They're here. Yeah, sometimes they'll just fly above you. It's really annoying. Thank God they didn't. And for some reason, the birds cause an avalanche. Couldn't tell you why that happens. Yay.
I forget quick donation.
Yes.
Alright, we got $100 from Minmon. Saying, hey Josh, I still gotta pay a down payment for my apartment, so don't tell anyone about this. Smiley face.
Hi, Midmon.
It's got not 100. I got $10 from Reader890 saying,
Oh no, not again.
oh no.
It
That's
just
fine.
keeps happening.
It's fine. Everything's good.
Yeah, $10 from Reader890 saying, couldn't watch your run because the school's in, but so I had to donate it to one of my other favorite games. Let's get no orbs!
No orbs. Oh my god. Not again. This was actually the very first mission that Samos gave us, but yeah, we didn't do it till now. Sorry, Samos.
Sorry, bud.
Which one is Samos? Is he the weird shaman dude?
Yeah, he's the dude with the stilts, the wood stilts. And the really large log head. Not to be mean, he actually has log on his head. Yeah, so this is the only portion where I really have to be careful where I boost it to.
Good job.
So I have an interesting question. Are there any runs or any part of this run that would be otherwise impossible without those additional or longer jumps or higher jumps? Do you think?
Well, there's a power cell in Boggy Swamp where you need to do a one-frame trick. Like, it's absolutely required. But obviously, a casual wouldn't know what to do to get that power cell. So there's actually, you guys might know someone by the name of Game Champ on YouTube. He did a video on this game called "Can You Beat Jak and Daxter Without Collecting an Orb?" Spoiler alert: you can. And I'm about to do it in like an hour or so.
Yeah, he makes he did a couple Ratchet videos, I think. I know at the very least he did Can You Beat Ratchet 1 with only the wrench.
Yeah.
He makes some really good quality videos, and he is one of the few YouTube content creators that I've seen that actually works hand in hand with speedrunners when he's trying to make these videos. Because he figures, hey, you know, they know these games better than anybody, so.
Yeah, shout out to the Game Champ, dude.
Yeah, good dude.
What a champ. Alright, so now we're going to leave Sentinel Beach and move on to Fire Canyon. Like Zem was saying earlier, there was a skip for Fire Canyon that was found, well, that was done for the first time a few months ago. And it's nuts. It saves like 7 minutes in any percent, which brought the category down from a 2407 to a 1645.
Yeah, but Josh is too scared to do it here, so. And just skip the Fire Canyon, Lamau.
Yeah, just skip Fire Canyon for it.
So easy. It's actually seriously one of the hardest tricks I've ever seen in a speed game. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, you were showing that off in practice. I was like, what is?
Yeah. It's honestly a miracle if that trick even works. Like it looks like it's held together with like, you know, old pieces of chewed gum and like a couple rubber bands and paper clips.
It's just like one of those things, just like Lava Tube Skip as well. It's like one of those things that just works so perfectly that you almost think that Naughty Dog knew about it. It's really weird.
Yeah, if you guys are at all enjoying this run or you know, you like the general vibe that Josh gives off, you should absolutely take the time. It's only 15 minutes, you know, well, 16 minutes out of your day to watch his any percent world record. It's really kind of incredible seeing how absolutely broken this game is.
And while you're watching it, drop him a follow.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys.
Cool. Flying over open lava will definitely.
So yeah, Kira's about to tell us.
500
Well,
degrees.
actually, I'll let you tell her. Shasta, do we have any donations by any chance?
Oh, we actually do. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
no problem.
So keep a lookout
Well
for
then,
jumps.
sorry I asked.
We gotta get those donations, and they gotta come in now.
Get them donos
Hey,
in,
you
yo.
guys are
When you
slacking.
get across,
Get those
don't
donuts.
$5 train.
Are you not entertained?
Then we'll be able to teleport over and meet you. Good luck.
Yeah, so she just told us that there's a teleporter in the Blue Sage's hut. We're gonna go by that hut and I'll show you, but we're not actually going to activate the teleporter for a while because it's slow.
So are there orbs in these vehicle sections?
Yeah, so on the right here, there's that crate. Those have orbs in it. 10 orbs each, actually. Well, I guess that doesn't really matter. An orb is an orb. But, yeah, so we need to avoid those as well.
So he has to hit the boxes that have the scout flies in them and avoid the boxes that have the orbs.
Exactly. Oh, it makes that noise whenever I jump and hold R1.
This is also, I mean, it's been a long time since I played this game casually, but I remember this zoomer being like kind of iffy to control.
Oh, yeah.
And especially some of the corners he has to cut even later into the game after claw and whatnot. There's just some really awkward movement. He has some like large gaps to get around. So seeing him being able to do this so easily is like, it's a lot harder than it looks.
Yeah, so this is the start of Hub 2. This is where things get real shaky. We have Boggy Swamp, Lost Precursor City, and Precursor Basin in that order. And I like to call those the big three because they're all difficult and one mistake can cost you minutes.
Oh, no, not another hero. I lost my shorts on this so-called hero's big fight against the
Yeah,
monster.
so this is,
Trust me, the smart
well, you'll
ones
see
are
what he
monsters.
has in his
That wager pretty
knee
much
area.
knocked me out.
It's actually supposed to be a
I got
cork,
proposal.
what I
Bring me
learned
90
like
orbs to get me back
a
on
week
my
ago.
feet out of this barrel, and I'll
Yeah,
give you a
it's kinda
pound of
mock-assed.
silver and if you're game,
Hey, I don't like this guy. He creeps me out.
He's got a barrel for pants.
Dude, how does he go to the bathroom in that thing?
I don't think he does. Alright, so what he told us is something about Precursor Basin, actually. It's going to open up a race, and that race is going to make us go even faster than we already are. Also, that heartbeat that you're hearing is the Lurker Shark. He likes to eat you when you go out of bounds. But hopefully he doesn't catch us at all.
Isn't there a way to like crash the game by getting a bunch of lurker sharks to eat you at the same time or something? I might think of something else.
Wait, say that again?
Is there a way to crash this game with lurker sharks?
I don't know, actually. Probably. There's something that I don't know, I'm sure. Okay, so what I just did there, in Boggy Swamp, there's a forwards route and a backwards route. Oh, that's fine. Okay, that damage is bad, but that's okay. So we're just gonna go straight backwards. Like, I don't even know why we do it. I mean, it's fast, but there's a reason why, and it's weird to explain. So I'm just not gonna.
That's one of my favorite things is in these kinds of marathon settings is when some people like have complaints that certain people didn't explain this or that well enough. It's like, well, you know, you're kind of playing the video game at the same time. It can be a little challenging to get everything in. So cut him a little bit of slack, folks.
I'm just trying to be real careful around here because when the next checkpoint that I get is quite a ways away, so if I die, I'm gonna get teleported right to the beginning of Boggy, which is several minutes, potentially. Poor rat.
Just minding his own business.
Yeah, he was coming for me, man. Hey, Frog, get off me, man.
Lay off.
Alright, so right here, that's actually my first checkpoint in Boggy. This is gonna help me out when I need to load warp.
Did you just hit a jump pad that was covered by a rock?
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, I did.
I'll take your word for it.
So right here we have the ambush, and directly after is the one frame required trick I was talking about earlier.
You're just gonna kill everything in Boggy Swamp.
Hey man, I gotta do what I gotta do.
They took this exact concept and turned it into a movie and called it Star Wars 2. I killed all of them. Killed the men and the women and the rats too.
Alright, so here comes the one frame. I have one frame to press circle when I jump off of this pad. Too late. Okay. Every time I miss that, I'm gonna lose 15 seconds.
And then all the rat children come out for revenge.
Too late again. Jeez.
So is there a certain frame count, or is it just like you want to basically just kind of immediately?
Yeah, so it's 15 frames after I jump off of this pad. That's when I have to press circle. There it is. Alright.
Huh. That's weird.
Yeah, this is going to allow me to get the second to last tether here, which would otherwise be impossible. Without collecting orbs, of course. Alright, so I'm just going to death warp out of here.
Oh, hey, they got revenge. Good for them.
Revenge of the rat people. I'm actually going to be using a series of death warps at the end of Boggy. So you're going to see me intentionally take damage.
A likely story. Yeah, I meant to be really bad.
Please hurt me. Nifty little uppercut there. Let's get that power cell.
So who's your favorite character in the game, Josh?
Ooh, my favorite character would have to be the Blue Sage, probably. He's really jittery, and he seems like a fun guy to hang around.
Will we see him at any point in this run?
Sadly not. We skip his cutscene.
It's a shame.
No, I guess it do be like that.
I really do. So that's like, what, my second or third death warp here. I'm going to be doing another one as well.
Is there any kind of game over system in this game?
No, actually, you have infinite lives. Yeah.
Okay, so it's kind of like, yeah, there were very few of these platformers that didn't have a game over system.
Thank God.
Yeah.
All right, so that was the final tether in Boggy Swamp. You saw that balloon flying away. Don't exactly remember the plot for that, but it's not important. It was bad man flies balloon, destroy balloon, win. I don't know. That's all I got. I actually took that away. Okay.
How about your favorite area?
Ooh, probably this one coming up, Lost Precursor City.
Yeah, it's pretty aesthetic. It's pretty spooky, very Bioshock-esque.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan.
Yeah, this level's gonna be lovely. Also movement-wise as well. It looks really nice, and for movement, it's like, it's fantastic. Okay, I need to wait this out, actually. Yeah, frick you, buddy.
Yeah, get out of here.
Oh God, he's coming. Okay.
You have a few quick donations?
Sure. Yeah.
Alright, we got $20 from Ruh, aka Ronaldo Fortnite.
You're gonna make me miss this. Oh, I missed it.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. No, it was raw.
Alright. Hello Josh, hello Catch. Now while you're out speedrunning, why don't you make yourselves useful? My darn green eco collectors are clogged up again. Head to the far side of the beach, clear them out, why don't you? That's got $20 from Not Halver Nystrom, saying may deal with TP speed to hold a 2-arm dab for 8 minutes during the stream for a donation. That's impressive, honestly. Thanks for the donation.
Alright, so right here, I just need to be really careful. Oh, I was gonna say of my health, and then I took damage. So if I have 1 health right now. Ooh, I need to be careful. I have 1 health right now, but I need 2 for the next trick. So I'm actually gonna take a quick death at the end of this section so I can show it off.
Yeah, one of the people who just donated, Raw, aka Ronaldo Fortnite. He's a really, really good dude. Great member of the Jak community. He's done a lot of work for content creation, for strat finding, everything like that. So he's done a lot of the backbone kind of work for the Jak community.
Fantastic, dude.
Yeah.
Alright, so these tubes right here, we're just kind of racing against time. After a certain amount of time, it's just gonna like suck the cell back through the tube, and yeah. So we just need to be fast.
Hey, you did it.
No problem.
So proud of you.
Thank you, Sam. Alright, there's this like weird orb right here. Okay, I'm actually just gonna play it safe and double jump through it. But this is one of those places where you can collect an orb and a power cell at pretty much the same time. So I just avoided that completely. I'm gonna take a quick death here so I can show off Puzzle Skip. Poor Jak.
Yeah, that's a horrifying death.
I'm so sorry, Jak. I had to do it, man.
Poor guy.
What the heck was
Yeah.
that?
That was a Dark Eco jump. That's like one of the only spots you can do it to. So there are these platforms that I just skip pretty much. If you go, well, if you jump on all the platforms there, then this door opens up and the power cell is revealed. But yeah, I just went around it entirely. There's this weird thing I have to explain about collecting orbs. When I get on this slide here, I don't know if you guys saw the spinning lurkers. They can break a specific box, a specific orb box, I should say. And as it breaks, and as I get on the slide, it can actually give me 3 orbs. It's really unlucky, but also really rare. It happened like last week for the 2nd time ever. Alright, so we're gonna do this clip called Vent Clip. It's gonna allow me to get the Rising Eco Cell fairly quickly. That might also have been my first pause buffer as well. So when I'm in a pause buffer state, I am immune to cutscenes for 2.5 seconds. And so the idea is I will trigger a cutscene and either potentially die or collect the power cell and it'll skip the cutscene entirely.
Such a weird game. This game is strange to me. It's foreign and I don't understand it. Therefore, I don't like it.
Alright, so here we've got a variant of a boosted uppercut called the Blue Eco boosted. And these are like the worst things known to man. It didn't work, okay. The boosted needs to be absolutely perfect. That's not gonna work. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I don't like this one back. Yeah, Blue Eco boosteds are the absolute worst. Alright, now we've got button clip, which... Okay, I actually gotta collect this power cell first. I'm not gonna do it in time. But I'm gonna use the button's momentum to get me over, get me out of bounds, and to collect a weirdly placed cell that's supposed to be at the end of LPC, but we're gonna collect it now.
What the heck? That is freaking cool.
That's not how I expected that to work.
Alright, we're just gonna load out of here because this is basically a dead end of a place. And we can't actually escape LPC through the end because there are lots of orbs there that we can't skip. So we're gonna actually get out of LPC through the beginning.
It seems like this run is barely possible.
Actually, you can collect 79 power cells, I believe, in total before Lava Tube. So only a 7 power cell difference there. So yeah, it is pretty much barely possible. Alright, so we're just going to be using a load warp to finally activate the Blue Sage cutscene. With another pause buffer, which makes us immune to cutscenes. And right now, the Blue Sage cutscene has this weird bubble. This is the only skip where it's like that. I need to pause buffer and get out of the cutscene's bubble. And I just did that. So it's not going to give us the cutscene. The cutscene is actually still active, which is odd. But yeah, we got around it.
And so that's his 6th scout fly of that particular set, right? Like you had gotten 5 earlier.
Right. There's one more in Rock Village I need to collect.
Okay.
And that is it. So right now we have possibly the worst and most Monka-esque level in the game, Precursor Basin. So I'm going to be collecting this Blue Eco, which is going to make us go really, really fast. And then I'm going to do a power cell called Purple Rings. And there's a lot of orbs around these purple rings. And you're going to be really freaked out, I promise.
I think this is where I usually turn in to your stream whenever you're doing these runs, and everybody's always just yelling at you. It's like, wow, man, leave him alone. He's just trying his best here.
It's so scary. Alright, we've got our 5 eco. Now I just need to avoid the orbs.
New world record, guys.
New record!
How do you handle the pressure of this? What's your method?
Panic internally and hope for the best.
Seems like a pretty solid strategy. I can't believe you're asking for tips on how to be clutch when you got a marathon world record today.
Right?
Come on.
Shoutouts to Blue Candy.
Oh no, this is your run.
Okay, I'm gonna be quiet for this part because this is really scary.
Would you like us to shut up as well?
Please.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
All right. Good stuff.
That was the thing I was most worried about. We're good. First try. All right, now for the dark eco plants here. We can get these with 1 dosage of green eco. Just driving around. See if I can pull this off. I might have missed one right there. I did. Okay. I missed 2. 3. They're multiplying. No.
Oh, they actually multiply.
Yeah, they
Oh my
literally
God.
multiply. I'm gonna get flamed for that.
It's okay. It's not a community. They don't flame you for very minor mistakes.
All right, now we have probably the second worst part of the run. Zoomer has a really big hitbox.
Did some of those boxes also have orbs in them? Gosh.
All right, we're done with Basin. Thank God.
The mistakes can only get more embarrassing from here on in.
All right, now we can move on to some people's favorite part of the game, Claw. but I absolutely hate this guy. This guy has ruined so many of my runs by doing what's called claw skip or lava walk. But thank God, in this run, we don't have to do it. We have to, okay, let me explain why we don't do it. There's 2 reasons. 1, I hate it. 2, the alternate strat, you have to add a cell in basin called purple lurkers, and by doing that and lava walk, it saves 8 seconds, which is absolutely not worth it. Both strats are ridiculously difficult, and lava walk being completely random, it's just not worth it.
You said it's what, something like a 1 in 6 or 1 in 7 chance of getting lava walk?
Yeah, we have a 84% chance of missing it. And it's like takes no execution at all. It's just try and grab a ledge, and if the game wants, it'll grab it, and if not, you just straight up die.
So just think about that. You're on world record pace, and every single time you get the claw, you have to do this, and 5 out of 6 times you will fail. Like, I don't know why you guys do this to yourselves.
Yeah, so right there, I can just stand there and avoid every single boulder that he throws at me. So Claw's feeling pretty defeated right now.
So you see there's that little platform just beyond where he is. To do the lava walk, he would have to grab it right there and then kind of hop down into the lava and just kind of hope for the best and hope that the game just doesn't automatically kill him. And if it doesn't kill him, then it can sidle through the lava and walk beyond Claw. Because the power cell, the power cell's not tied to Claw, right? You don't have to, or is there a power cell?
Yeah, there is. There
Okay.
is. Yeah, that's exactly why we're doing this. Because he has a power
gotcha.
cell as well.
So in any other game, you would skip Claw and therefore the power cell, but you would need the power cell for this category.
Yeah.
But if you didn't get this one, you would just get another one that he mentioned.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a quick donation.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, we got $20 from Mike Game Bro saying, I'm telling Andy Gabby to skip this rat mini game.
Yeah, no, forget the rats minigame, dude. It's so bad. It's also the slowest cell in the game. But it is an option.
Also make a quick announcement as well really quickly. So if we make it to $25,000, we're having a direct relief employee come in here and play Donkey Konga on stream. They will be playing All-Star by Smash Mouth, by the way, just letting you know. So if you had $25,000, you've seen that. You get the donations, everybody.
There's a few of us. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
I'm almost done.
Okay.
Alright, so we're currently $2,360 away from that. So if we can get that pretty soon, that'd be pretty dang awesome, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's been a small handful of us who've been fiending Donkey Konga the entire weekend. It is a very silly game. Definitely well worth the viewing experience.
Yeah, use those DK Bonga controllers. It's a rhythm game. Please use that.
Alright, so now we're on to Mountain Pass. The second to last scary zoomer section. This is normally easy in pretty much every other category, but there are some orbs in really unlucky places, and we have to get around them while keeping our blue eco. And also while collecting scout flies as well.
It really can't be understated how crucial it is to collect every scout fly crate, you know, without missing anything, because as soon as you miss one, not only you have to turn around, you have to avoid all the orbs that you passed along the way as well. It just becomes a gigantic headache to miss anything. So the strategy becomes play perfectly.
There were orbs in that.
Okay.
I'm sorry. It was kind of freaked out a little bit more than I should have. Orbs in those.
So yeah, those are orbs directly in front of his path.
Now I'm just flinching in every box. I don't know what's got orbs in it or not.
All right. We are
Good
through.
stuff.
So now we're going to do a Red Sage cutscene skip. This is the final hub of the game. The idea is we pause buffer to make us immune to cutscenes, and then within the 2.5 seconds that we're in that pause buffering state, we have to die in the lava, and it skips the cutscene entirely.
Also, something I just remembered, Josh. Oh, I'll let you do this real quick.
Ooh. I gotta hit the button to activate the cutscene. There it is. Alright, we're good.
Something I just remembered. So correct me if I'm wrong, but do you have world record in every category in this game?
Yes, every main category. Yeah.
Just wanted to throw that out there.
Yeah, I have world record in every main category.
Absolutely perfect.
Couldn't have asked for better timing.
Ooh, these rails suck.
The collision on these planks are so dumb. Do you have to do the crazy boosted on this portion, or do you not do that in this category?
Oh no, not in this category.
Okay,
That's part
cool.
of Lava Tube Skip.
Oh, okay. Like
Yeah.
it's called what, like Rocket Uppercut or something like that?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
Rocket Uppercut. Yeah, we don't do that here. Alright, so this is Spider Cave. If you don't like spiders,
Yeah,
Good luck.
I was a bit freaked out, but they kind of look a little cartoonish, so I'm fine.
don't worry, there are tons of them in there for you, dude.
Yeah, don't worry, Jack will beat them up for you.
Oh, yes.
Also, a Spider Cave in Spider Cave. It's fantastic.
Oh, wow.
Not bad, isn't it?
At least they're being honest.
Fun fact, the very first run of this game, or full game run, did not go to Spider Cave at all because, quote, I hate spiders. That's scary.
Oh my god.
Gonna do some funky stuff here.
And again, this is what I was talking about before with playing with confidence is such a huge factor in how well you do in a category like this. Josh didn't change any of the movement that he was trying to do. He trusted himself to actually just do it. And that is so huge. It's one of those time saves that people don't often think about when they're running at a higher level.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
wow. Thank
Absolutely.
you, guys. This is actually a pretty nuts run, not gonna lie. Like,
This
I
is a
haven't
wild
made-
category.
I haven't made any major mistakes. I should have said that probably, because it is not over. But, you know, we're most of the way through. I feel pretty confident. Quick little death warp there.
The death warps in this game are so funny. You just like yeet yourself off a cliff.
Alright, so upcoming here we have what's called a quad jump, which is 2 double jumps, a jump with yellow eco, and then a spin to give us 4 height gains, I suppose. It's used to get us up here.
That's a really cool, like, tiny mechanic that people wouldn't really think about. Just that tiny little, like, momentum stall.
The small
Get you up
stuff
there.
adds up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boy, this is scary. I just,
Yeah, this is stressful for us to watch. I
Yeah.
can't imagine what this is like for you.
It's the spiders, right?
Oh, yeah.
definitely the spiders. Well, I got a pretty good cycle here as well. This platform cycle can really mess you up. I might be able to... No, okay. You can shoot that crystal with yellow eco if you have like the very perfect movement and the very perfect cycle, which I almost did. I was really close, and I actually never have gotten that in a run.
Oh.
So that would have been really nice.
Yeah, I was about to ask you how often that happens.
I've done it only in practice, and the stars just never align for that. Alright, so this is the last Dark Eco Crystal, which will give us a power cell. It just clips through the ground, which is really cool as well. Intended.
Yeah, I've been noticing Daxter's got some moves.
He really does. Like, I'm proud of the guy. He's been doing this because I've been running the game for 4 years, and he just consistently entertains us all. What a guy. Yeah, so this is called Dark Cave, by the way, for obvious reasons.
Hopefully your PS2 behaves.
Or else it'll be even darker cave.
Alright, we're through that.
So when do the Wendigos come out? Just try to like kill you.
The what?
I don't know, this is like the kind of cave you'd expect some Wendigos to be in. Maybe I've been playing too many horror games.
Yeah.
All of these.
Yeah, I've been playing too much Baldies.
Oh, that's not gonna make it. Okay. Oh, back up. No problem. So I'm gonna use this yellow eco for one of the secret cells of Volcanic Crater. It's really weird. Like, I never expected this cell to be there in casual play. So you just saw that I shot a yellow eco shot up there. And a secret cell kind of pops out from the rocks up there. Alright, now on to Snowy Mountain.
Never stops being funny for me. Just seeing Jak die immediately.
Yeah, we use way too many death warps in this category.
I don't know if I've ever seen Snowy in its entirety.
Oh, you're in for a treat, dude. This is a fantastic level. Also, there's one power cell we actually don't collect in this area because it requires what's called Nuka Glitch, and it basically allows us to not collect any orbs or anything for that matter. But if you just saw behind, well, I guess there are more up here. There are these things with blue radii, and if you stand on top of all of them, you get a power cell. But as you can see, there's tons of orbs on top of them. And Nuka Glitch is really slow, so you don't do it sadly.
Is that by chance named after legendary PlayStation runner Nuka Duka?
Indeed.
Love that guy. Shoutouts to Devin.
Yeah, so a snowball there has hit me into orbs before plenty of times, so I just decided to wait for it to be safe. Didn't want to lose over a minute there.
Is that heavy noise just avalanche stuff? What's going on?
Yeah, so that's just the snowballs just rolling down.
I was like, someone's breathing real hard.
There's
like
an
when
earth-
you breathing.
Sorry, that was me.
Alright, so there are 3 of these lurker boys with shields. We're going to use the red eco to break their shields. And once you kill all of them, you get a power cell. So just to let you know why I'm doing that.
I'm glad
Also-
you looked at me when that happened too.
Yeah,
'cause
I
I
was
would have
like-
thought I was going crazy. Anyway, sorry.
And then what I just did there was this is basically the end of a flut course, which is, I don't know if you remember, all the way back in Sentinel, I broke an egg. I pushed it down a cliff basically, and a weird animal came out. That is a flut, baby flut, which is really huge for a baby. I've always wondered what an adult flut would look like, but you're gonna see flut here in this level. We don't use her that much, but she's fun to have around.
It's stressing me out, man.
That's why we're breathing heavy.
Yeah.
Alright, so right here we're gonna skip an entire course here with just one uppercut. Very cool. And right after, we're gonna do potentially this one frame trick, which can shoot us through the ice if I get it here. Too early, okay. It was a frame too early, but you see kind of the momentum I had there. It can shoot us all the way above the ice. So
You said that was what, like a 10-second time save? 5 seconds?
Yeah, it's a 10-second, unless I do that.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I just wanted to see that.
Yeah, that's actually that's more entertaining than what the skip would have been.
Alright, so here's Flut Flut. She's a jumpy lad.
Oh, that's what Flood Flood is. I was like, what the heck is this creature?
So yeah, we just got her. Oh wait, I gotta go back and get ready. Gonna. Whoa, not gonna have enough. We just got her out of her intended area. She's only supposed to do her course and then that's it. But I want her for the rest of Snowy, so we're gonna take her.
Oh, Josh, that's a pretty important donation. It's been great.
Okay.
Oh, no?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, $10 from Russ saying, yo, my dude, that was a hot backward sell.
Oh my god.
I got $5 from Calithon saying, hey, Josh, you got backward sell. Love push chat.
Wait. Did I really forget it?
Barely.
Wait, hold on. Let me count these. 69. I forgot backwards cell.
Yeah.
Oh no. Thanks, guys.
You're welcome.
I will go backwards for backwards cell. Let's see.
And Calithon doesn't even run this game.
I know.
Come on, man.
Thank you, Calithon. Thank you, Ra. Alright, so this is called Gondola Skip. It avoids the death plane of Snowy, and it's going to allow us to go into volcanic crater on Flut Flut. Except Flut Flut isn't rendered
Oh, I love it.
in craters, so
This
she's
is amazing.
invisible.
Oh no.
Okay, so we actually can't go many places with her, because if you go toward the hut, you hard lock. If you walk outside of the cave and then go back in, you hard lock. If you go toward Lava Tube, you hard lock. And if you go to Spider Cave, you hard lock. And I just missed that boosted. Okay, hold on.
She died doing what she loved, ruining
Yes.
your speed run.
Okay, yeah, so now I gotta go back to Mountain Pass for backwards, so. Oh, what's happening? This is pretty weird. But what's happening here is while the game is loading, since it's not ready for you to go to a level that's not loaded, it'll just make you trip.
Out here playing Brawl.
Oh my goodness.
So this is called backward cell because, well, I'm going backwards in Mountain Pass to get the secret power cell. I can't believe I missed this.
Some very intense music for you just roll jumping through
I know.
everything.
This is like the most important moment of my life, it feels like.
Well, that wasn't that bad. It was just right there.
Okay, so I needed to spin at a very specific point on that rock for me to slide all the way up.
So now you are on pace, or on trajectory to finish this speed run, yes?
Yes.
All right.
Now I have just one more power cell to collect. Which, yeah, this is a scout fly cell. This is so weird doing this movement. I don't usually do it.
Oh no, not again.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fine. Alright. And now we have power cell number 72, and we can move on to the last part of the game. All we have left is Lava Tube, Citadel, and then the final boss.
This is the first time I've actually seen Lava Tube gameplay.
Wow.
It's so long. Normally you just skip it.
Right? So,
With these additional power
in
cells,
a
I
traditional
should
any percent
use
run,
heat shield with enough power to
you'll see
stand
that,
up to this lava.
well, this
But
is
the shield
skipped.
still has a limit.
Basically what we're
So
skipping is the power cell requirement, because we have about like 7 power cells at this point in any percent, or 6. We have 6 power cells. And normally you need 72, so that's quite a big time save, not collecting those 66 power cells.
Don't you think we could look for a safer route to go?
So we have one more difficult section here.
So you can use them to keep the
There's an orb at the very first bridge of Lava Tube, and I'm actually going to make a save here because if I do collect an orb on that bridge, it can lose a lot of time. So a little safety save. Therefore, if I were to collect an orb here, then I would just load back and lose maybe like 10 seconds instead of over a minute. Okay. So right there, like the bridge, the edges of the bridge can jerk you to the right or left, and it can be really deadly since there are orbs all around. But it didn't, so we're good. Also, this is the secret passageway that I didn't know about until I started speedrunning, actually. I played this casually a bunch, and then, yeah, when I found speedrunning and they did that, I was just mind blown. It also gives us a couple blue eco as well, so we can go super fast throughout level 2.
And he vowed to get revenge on every speedrunner by taking all their world records.
Wait, what?
You're just like, you think you're better than me? I'll show you.
Oh my god. Alright, I think. Okay, yeah, I always forget whether I need the Scoutflies here or not, but we've already got ourselves, so we're good. Alright, so if you see that meter on the bottom left there, that's our heat meter. And you'll see that when I jump really high in the air, that meter goes way down. And that's really important when you're going through Lava 2. And in Fire Canyon as well. A lot of newer runners find it somewhat difficult to keep that down. So it's good to know that, you know, you just need to be in the air. Alright, and we're done with Lava 2. Now we're moving on to the final section of the
I'm
game.
clapping for you. And when one person claps, everyone else feels obligated.
So right there, we just, we're going to do something similar coming up as well, but we pause buffer, and then we're just going to die to skip the cutscene. So you'll see that I'm at the top of Citadel, actually. For some reason, on the very first release of the game, there is like a checkpoint bug, and after you watch the very first cutscene with Citadel, you can just save and load the game, and it puts you at the very top of Citadel. So you're basically going to the end.
Have you ever lost a run by accidentally walking forward at the top of Citadel and collecting that orb?
Yes.
And that's the last possible orb
The
you can get,
last
too.
orb. You can just tell I'd be so disappointed with that.
So this is the final boss. This is the precursor thing.
Robot, I guess.
Yeah. There are one-frame tricks that he's trying to do here. Same idea as he did earlier on in the run, where he has to do that spinny attack as he jumps. I believe you said it's 15 frames after you jump to press the circle button.
It looked like you got it there, huh?
Yeah,
I did.
yeah,
I got the first one, yeah.
And that was saved 6 seconds each, if I recall correctly?
It's like 2 or 3.
2 or 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Missing it only loses 1, so they're worth going for sure. Okay, I missed the second one.
Yeah, so that time he did not get it.
You'll see the difference there. When I don't get it, I'll just jump on the pad normally, and when I do, I'll just be a spinny boy in the air. This phase goes by really quickly.
And obviously, because it's a one-frame trick, he's not expecting to get it all 3 times, but it's obviously very nice if you were to do that.
Missed that one too.
So 1 for 3.
Not too bad. Pretty much evens out time save there. Alright, so right here, since we have 3 health, oh, I got quick shot. If you actually jump on the pad at a very specific time, you can get what's called quick shot, where he shoots basically instantly without charging up his little arm cannon thing, which also saves a couple of seconds. But yeah, as you can see, like I just kind of tank through the shots since I have 3 health, and he only does 1 damage. Alright, so we are ending the game here. Time is coming up as soon as I collect the light eco.
Light eco! That could be the stuff that changed me back!
Also, just want to give a couple of shout-outs. Thank you so much to the Jak community and Game Champ, of course, for putting this category on the map. It's a really, really fun category, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I was so excited when I got in and I could show this off. So thank you to Calithon, Jeff, Shasta, and crew. I appreciate you guys so much. You guys do very great things. All right, so time is coming up right here. All right.
Hey, not too bad, all things considered.
Not bad. 106.88. All right. That was Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much.
Alright, so that was Jak and Daxter Precursor Legacy of OutrageousJosh. Can you another round of applause for him, please?